Of the contractors or home service providers I have talked to so far, and there are a lot, like I've talked to a lot of contractors to this point, and I can tell you, like, up to 95% of them are chill, and they are like really, they have zero sense of urgency. And like, I'm not saying like you should be in panic mode all the time, or I'm not saying you shouldn't be calm and composed. You should be calm and composed, but there's a difference between acting and being like acting urgently in your actions and being chill and laugh, right? And like I can understand, like, you want to enjoy, you want to spend time with your family. Got, like, of course, 100%, that is the biggest priority. Family, that's the biggest priority, I understand. But like, I'll warn you about a thing, like, and it's not what you think, like, it's not what you like. I've got nothing to sell you, right? I've got nothing to sell you here on this video, right? And it's really specific, which I want to talk about. It's really specific, and it's really dangerous. If you guys do not have a look at this, god, boy, are you gonna suffer, man. Like, you're gonna really suffer. Like, so first of all, what is happening? What is happening? Think your mind. What is happening around the world? What's the biggest thing nowadays? Artificial intelligence, correct? And artificial intelligence, like, what do you think? I want to ask you a question. Do you think artificial intelligence is gonna have an impact at your industry as well? Not in customer acquisition, not in you can use AI, you can implement AI, not like that. From a supply demand perspective, what do you think? Okay, whatever your answer is, keep that in your mind. You like, I'll tell you what is happening. Look, because of AI, people are losing their jobs, and like, they're young, they're more desperate, and probably they have better knowledge of technology than you, and they have a better knowledge of customer acquisition than you. Of course, I'm not saying you don't know nothing, but my point is, like, people are losing jobs. People are losing jobs because of AI, and they're gonna look for they're gonna look. Okay, so they're gonna do some research. They're gonna have a look on the industry, and they will see what is the industry that can't be replaced by AI at all. They will look for a safety barrier, like, thing. And what is it, like, what that is? You're correct. Home improvement businesses, remodeling, roof and HVAC businesses, and solar panel businesses, or solar whatever, geyser whatever businesses, right? Construction businesses, flooring businesses, you know, carpenter, and everything. Blue collar jobs as well, like plumber and everything. So what's gonna happen is, of course, I'm not saying, like, of course, in home improvement businesses, barrier of entry is very high. It's not like it's not a fucking marketing agency. You could just go and reach out to a fucking roofer. Like, the entry of barrier and agency services, or marketing agencies, is low. That's why you're seeing, and like, I'm pretty sure you have received a lot of marketing emails or something, like maybe Facebook messages, Instagram messages, whatever it could be, right? Ads and everything. So, but of course, I can understand that. I can totally relate to it. Like, entry of barrier is really high in home improvement businesses. So you guys might be thinking we're safe, but you're not. When they're like, look, what's happening is, what's happening gonna happen is, like, people are gonna come in your industry, and if 1,000 people are coming in, entry barrier is high, there are gonna be 300 coming in right away, like this. And like, this is not gonna happen in fucking 3 or 4 days, or 3 or 4 months, or even in a year. This will happen over period of like 2 or 3 years, maybe more than that. But it's gonna be like, it's really dangerous, because a boiling frog do not understands until it is put it in a already hot water. But if a frog is placed in a normal room temperature water, and then the flame is turned on at a really low temperature, like at its really low, and water is boiling little by little, Frog doesn't, knows, but of course you gotta adapt, of course. So that's what's we'll talk in this video. So what's gonna happen? Like the like pattern recognition, right? Agency market is already saturated. Why? Because a lot of young people are losing jobs and they're thinking a good venture for earning and everything. So marketing agencies are really famous nowadays. You have already received, and same will happen with homeowners. Like I want to tell you, what will happen. Like you are receiving marketing agencies messages right now. Same will happen with homeowners, and they would be receiving a lot of messages and calls from home improvement company. Why? Because there would be a lot of home improvement companies. Right now, it could be 10 in your area, then it would be fucking 50 or 100, maybe more than that. So, like, attention overload will increase 100%. That's gonna happen, man. Right? And so, what's coming in future? I've got a couple of things. Competition will grow really fast. So, more desperate people, more probably more hard working people than you are, because you got a family, man. What do you think? But you can't, like, you got a family. You can't work fucking 13, 14 hours a day. You gotta spend time with your kids. You gotta spend time with your whole family. You gotta take your kids to trips. You gotta take your kids to play. So you can't work fucking 15 hours a day. And those young people can, right? So, and like, this is not a, I don't want to make sinister dark videos or anything about this. So mass entry would be in this niche 100%. Like, like strategies, like more like, if stimuli, there's a concept in systems or like customer acquisition. I learned just from a mentor. There's a concept called stimuli entropy. Now, what is stimuli entropy? I'll tell you first the contextual and definition, then I'll give you an example so that you guys understand stimuli entropy. So what happens is, stimuli entropy is when a human brain or humans become numb to a certain stimuli. It could be an ad copy, it could be a message, it could be a guarantee line, it could be a sales pitch, anything. If you have become numb, like sales, like ad copy itself or ad creative is a stimuli because it causes stimulation in your mind. But when you have seen enough of those ads and you have been on a lot of sales calls, you become numb to it. Even if there are emotional questions, you become numb to it. So you have become numb to a stimuli. So technically, that stimuli is dead. It can't be used in customer acquisition anymore. So that's how, like, that it's gonna happen. Like, right now you may be using the same sales pitch for freaking 20 years in front of the homeowners, or maybe you have been using freaking same ad copy for 6 months, and for your roofing business or remodeling or like any kind of home improvement business for that matter. Well, that's gonna, like, what will happen is stimuli entropy gonna enter the case. Why? Because there would be a lot of people running the same kind of ads. Because if you run an ad, your like competition would be at a level that your ad will get copied, so somewhere or another. Your ad's gonna get copied and everything, and some other people and some other competition gonna run your kind of ads, and like it would happen in a mass quantity that it will become your like your audience, homeowners, gonna become numb to it. So it's gonna happen. So pricing pressure would be like increases. Even now homeowners, like, are like, can you cut down the pricing a little bit, or I have tight budget. Even nowadays it's like that. So just imagine what gonna happen in the next fucking 5 years, when more than 10, 20, 30 more, 30x more people, 30 times more people would be in your industry selling the same stuff you are. And like, current market problem is like, you guys have zero urgency. You are chilled. You are not scaling. You are plateaued, but you are chilled. Now it's not a big deal. For now, it doesn't look like a big deal. 100%. For now, it doesn't look like a big deal at all. But in future, It's gonna be. Then, like, if you are not scaling right now, because market is expanding, and if you're not scaling, you are at your place, but market is expanding. It means you are shrinking. And even if you are happy with the money you're making, you won't be making that money in next 5 years, because competition is gonna crush you if you are not exceptional. I'm not saying you should be good. You should be exceptional at sales, at offer building, marketing, at speed the lead. You should be exceptional at appointment setting, at team management, at destroying the competition. Because like your business, your family is on the prize. You will pay the price with your business. And God forbid, I hate to say this, but God forbid with your family as well. So get up. Like, this video is for a little bit of awareness and motivation. Like, kick up on your ass and get up and start working on yourself. I'm not saying start working on your business. Start working on yourself. Read books, consume information, experiment with the stimuli, experiment with strategies. Okay, do not be chill. Please do not be chill. And I'm not saying go and buy any agency services, but do not buy any agency services. Work on yourself. Run your own ads. Run your own organic content systems. Run your own door knocking team. Right? Hire some people. Run your own door knocking team. Earn your run your own cold calling team. Generate your own leads. I'm not saying you should be buying something from me. No, or from anyone. Work on yourself. Simple as that. And like, contractors are like, I have seen, like, this is a really bad thing to say. I have seen contractors chasing leads in Facebook with zero systems, and still they're getting clients. Why? Because there is no freaking competition right now. There could be. I'm not saying there's zero competition. There is, but it is nothing. It is nothing compared to what's gonna happen in the next 5 years. And like, I like, oh god, I mean, like, guys, I've seen people chasing leads in Facebook comments. Like, people are dropping their numbers, people are messaging them, and like random message and random number dropping. Facebook, there's a lot of chit chat and random arguing going on Facebook, roofing groups and everything. Why the hell is happening that? Remodeling groups, guys, come on. Like, unstructured approaches, they're currently working but not freaking sustainable. You need systemized acquisition. You need acquisition based on the foundations of human psychology, human behavior, neurology. Neurology, like, you can say hormonal science or something like that. Human behavioral patterns. Your client acquisition systems should be based on that. Your client acquisition system should be based on the foundations of cognitive biases and how humans behave. What's their attention span? Like, it's a really serious thing, guys. Like, no one is paying attention to it. And like, you know, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen, man? Business will stagnate. Business will collapse. If you don't upgrade your skills, you will fall behind. Right now, you are not falling behind. I know, I understand, I totally get it. But in future, you will, when fucking 100 people would be against you, standing up against you, young, and they would be fucking reading books. They would be consuming information. They would be having the all foundations in your mind. Where you are using the freaking same framework for the last 20 years. Why do you think that's not gonna entropy, like that, like stimuli entropy gonna happen? Like this, freaking like this. So kick up on your ass and start working, okay? And like, what winners can do, I'm not saying like 100% this will happen, but these are some like basic. It doesn't take a genius to figure out these things, right? So you guys need to work learning speed. Increase your learning speed. Watch podcasts. Watch reading books. Start reading books. You know, like needs marketing and sales together. You guys do not do sales. You guys do not do. I have seen contractors. I'm not saying all of them, but a lot of them are not pushy. You guys think like pushing for sales is a bad thing. I will talk about this thing in another video in detail, but like if you look closely on human foundations, human action, human action takes a little bit of encouragement to happen. It takes a little bit of encouragement as well. And there's nothing wrong with being a little bit pushy in sales, because if you are following the human behavioral foundations, there's nothing wrong with that. But you didn't know it. Why? Because you haven't read a fucking book. You have just made a random belief that being pushy is bad. Like it's a really serious thing, man. Like focus on marketing fundamentals. Like focus on cognitive biases. Focus on biology, specifically hormonal. Like read about hormones, because it has a really big role. Learn about cognitive biases, learn about your hormones, learn about evolutionary psychology, learn about behavioral psychology. Learn about biology and everything. So like yeah, like improve, so learn, test out, improve. Learn, test, improve. Learn, test, improve. That's how you're gonna do it, 100%. So like improve fitness, like and I have seen a lot of people like there, and I'm not body shaming anyone, but I'm saying get in shape, guys. I know many of you could be not at a young age, so it's not gonna happen quickly, but it's gonna happen. It can happen over the period of 2 3 5 years. Get in shape, get in good shape, right? Look a little bit better, work on your charisma. It helps in, like, believe it or not, good looking people, beautiful looking females make more sales. Believe it or not, it's a very harsh truth. Beautiful girls make more sales. Jacked guys or smart and handsome and masculine guys make more sales. So like, work. So yeah, like, what's gonna happen is, like, of course, as population increases and everything, market size would be also increasing. I'm not saying market will be shrinking. Market is growing, I've said already, but there would be more opportunities. But if there would be 10x more opportunities, there would be freaking 30 40x more competition. I'm just saying that. Okay. So like yeah, this is gonna really happen. Like, this is not an and what you're gonna do is, what you can do right now, stop being chill. You can stop being chill right now, and you can make a grip in your area itself. Like, you can make, if you start working now, if you start working on your connections in your area, if you can start working on your referral network, if you can start working on your marketing side, if you start working on your sales process right now, no one is working on its sales process. Some of are, and those who are working, they are fucking multi-million, $100 million companies, right? So start working, and especially, like, make a grip. Keep this in mind, make a grip in your area. So if any other, contractor, any other service provider enters your area, which is providing a safe service, you can kick him out. You can kick him out of the area as soon as possible, because your business is on the line. If you do not do that, if you think like, no, I don't want to destroy somebody, I don't want to do that, bro. Okay, no issues. If you do not destroy him, he'll destroy you. And like, potentially you could lose everything. If you lose your business, if you lose money, potentially you could lose your kids. I'm not saying it's gonna happen. Potentially you could. So you don't want to destroy your competition. Fair enough. He will destroy you. You choose. So yeah, that's it. And if so, yeah, like, if you have something burning in your heart, if you have a little bit pain in your chest right now, that's good, right? And if you're a home service provider, if you are a home service provider, you can check out the link below in the description. If you're a home service provider, you can check out the link below in the description. I don't mind if you do it or not, but it would be good for you guys. It would be like